What do you have? Oh, yeah. Now, did you want this? Well, never know what committee meetings were Wednesday, April 1st. Health Service Committee.
Good evening, everybody. We're opening up Health Services Committee at 6:02 this evening. We do have Jason and Leila here if there are any questions on any of the resolutions. First resolution, authorizing agreement, Greene County Public Health and Columbia Brain Addiction Coalition.
Davis.
Davis, O'Connell, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Authorizing MOU, Greene County Public Health and New York State Dental Foundation. Handle?
True.
True. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Approving individual provider contract preschool special education program. Davis, O'Connell, all in favor?
I just have a quick question on this. These firms that receive the money for their services, are you guys the ones responsible for making sure they're actually doing the work and the amount of kids are going there?
Yeah, we have detailed vouchers that come to us with the kid's name and take down what it has, the child's identifier, the number of sessions that they went to, and signed by somebody at the school. That's double checked by and triple checked by our staff. And I have looked at these vouchers and turned them back if we don't have all the documentation. I know it's very expensive.
But you're relying on the school to tell you how many children are there for that day. It's not something that you would check.
We have not, to my knowledge, and I can get back to you, we have not audited the schools.
Okay. I didn't know with everything that's been going on over the last couple of months with, whether it's Minnesota or wherever, I didn't know if federal government used with federal funds involved has given you more, demands or direction on how you might have to keep track of everything.
That has not come down through the pre-K program at this time.
Thank you.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Approving center-based provider contract preschool special education program. Handle?
Hobart.
Hobart? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Authorizing agreement, Greene County Mental Health Department with Tiny Parent, PMHNP-BC.
Davis.
Davis? O'Connell? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Budget amendment, Greene County Public Health Department Performance Incentive Initiative Award, year 13.
Hobart.
Hobart? Handle? True. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That is carried. Does anybody have anything else come before Health Services this evening? If not, motion to adjourn.
Second.
Davis, Hobart, and O'Connell. You're done. Thank you.
Thank you.
What kind of resources? We're at 6:05. Don't have any business to come before this evening, but I'd like to open this up to anybody who might have anything to say about whether it's situation with the poet laureate or our celebration of our 250th year going to be going on.
As far as the poet laureate goes, I did call Stella today. Spent way too many hours trying to figure out how it's gonna play out, trying to find social media posts and things like that. I did call her today and let her know that I would be working with the county attorney to rescind the appointment for poet laureate based on social media posts she had that were promoting violence. It just gotta be a zero tolerance thing, and how it's gonna have to go. Going forward, we'll meet with her, try to get some little better guidance on what they're looking for. And one of the things she said, was she really didn't understand until late in the process that this is a public facing position. It's a representative for government entity and it needs to take a little to a higher priority. So,
Okay, good.
we're over
I did have a conversation with Esther. She did call me, and she lives in Farmville.
Yeah.
I pretty much just told her that she does not match the moral and values of this board. And we didn't feel it would be proper for her to represent Greene County with her, hatred on social media, to which she told me it wasn't her original post, she just shared it. And then she went on to tell me how she did delete it. So it was already there now, so.
Yeah, I'm sure other people have gotten phone calls from whether supporters or friends of hers. I received one and I said, well, maybe I give a kid another chance, but when you're an adult, you can't say, well, we move something from a Facebook post. And that's fine. If you believe those things, that's fine. Like I said, you just can't represent this body. And it's really that simple. So hopefully with Stella, she understands, in the next election process, and we go forward on that. And then, on the other item is our celebration of 250 years. I know I stopped by, Patty's office and she's got a binder about that thick about all the things going on, towns and villages, and the county celebration here.
Did everybody get the spreadsheet that we,
Yeah.
trying to respond to?
Yes.
We got that, and the number that I picked was totally arbitrary. You pick any number you want, but that's,
Right.
I guess what I'm looking for was the consistency, that's all.
Right.
And the one note that the unique one was Athens there, they didn't ask very much at all. So 1250 at 1230 and 1250, so. But, at some point, we would do anything we would need to do, I think a budget adjustment, like transferring existing money in the budget to the tourism department.
I know she's got multiple things getting made up, whether they're banners and some other things that she'll be sharing with, towns and villages and then I had mentioned to her again, on the funding side, do we limit it to where they have a budget for, say, their fireworks, and we say, let's throw each town that's doing fireworks another 2,500 or 5,000 so they can have bigger fireworks, or, I mean, how simple do we wanna make this?
I would just put a cap. You're gonna decide the most you're gonna give, or whatever anybody asks for, it'll be different for every town.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, like the budget I turned in for Hunter, I mean, that's already a preset budget, they know what they're looking for. I mean, yeah, everybody wants more money, but you don't necessarily need it.
Yeah.
Keep it, if that's what you're asking for, that's, it's within our parameters, that's fine. And along that, what do you think we're gonna?
Well, the difference from, one way would be just to support their existing plan.
Yeah.
I think in Mike's example, we would expand their fireworks plan.
Right, I mean,
Rather than supplanting their budget, we would expand.
Right, that way we're saying, hey, you know what, we're just getting this county money to you to expand the fireworks portion of your celebration budget. That make it, right,
Right.
and just keep it at that, say, and we figure out what type of amount we want, so they have, instead of a 15-minute show, a 20-minute show, or a 25-minute show of fireworks.
So you wanna give everybody the.
I don't know, this is an open floor.
Makes sense to
I'm
that.
just wondering, that we were.
That's what I had thought, maybe we would look at something like that, but
Because
No
some people.
pun intended, but I don't think you're gonna get your bang for the buck by adding 5 minutes at $5,000. I honestly, no disrespect, but I feel that that's kind of money that could be used doing something else, like expanding your fireworks show 5 more minutes for that kind of money. I honestly don't feel it is worth it. Just like-
And how do you ensure that the money that we're allocating to that is actually used for that, doesn't end up in the general fund?
I get it.
Well, they have a budget, I'm saying, it's been.
Yeah, something last.
I agree with you.
Yeah, and then-
Oh, man.
Well, we can do that, I mean.
but the only other thing is, you're ready in April. So you can't be holding on this forever, people gotta know if they got this money or whatever, so. I would say stick to the plan of what they want. The map, what was the maximum that somebody asked for?
Their window. it's on-
15,000.
No. So like 13 or.
19,000.
I think
I think it's the last.
the other ones were $2,500.
Yeah, I think Sean.
I would say.
Yeah,
Hey,
and there's a spreadsheet that I show you, I arbitrarily picked $2,500.
I think that's a good number, and then
I think it's 2550 for the 250.
I would say that. That's what we should go.
2,500.
Maybe if we're gonna happen, then if there's other things that we wanna do, like historical markers or something, and then we have some.
You got them all ordered? Those are all ready to go.
I know we didn't get too far with Jonathan in terms of historical markers, but.
It's not his real house.
I know, but I mean, there has to be something that we can mark, mark this as a.
Well, the truth is, you know, for Greene County, there was not a lot of
There was not,
revolutionary,
it doesn't necessarily have to be Greene County.
Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story, Mike.
And then out the mountain where they were taking the prisoners.
like.
I'll tell you that. Right, folks?
Oh, I'll call him tomorrow.
You're very important.
We got down to ground railroad here. Yeah.
All right, so
Well, yeah, but it's another revolution.
Losing control.
we have to figure out a
Lots.
dollar amount there, we can go with here.
Yeah,
My number was arbitrary, you
Yeah.
get 35.
I like that number.
I did like
That's fair.
I thought it was.
I'd like to.
But it's not 255 years, people, it's 250, so you add a zero to the 250, you get 2,500. Where does the fifty come in?
Well, you also have to realize not everybody's gonna get 2,500, some people are only asking for.
That's only
Only
one.
one.
Right, so they're gonna be getting exactly what they asked.
No, I'm saying is you don't wanna give them more than this.
They should get whatever they ask for, everybody else should get 2,500.
Serious question.
Exactly. That's what we're going.
So if you'd like, if this month's finance. For those towns that,
Yeah.
and anybody who might submit between now and finance. We'll add 2,500, we'll transfer the money from contingency to tourism.
Alright.
Everyone all right with that?
Yeah.
Great. Anything else?
Jen's guy coming in to present, she's got going on. She told me she'd be in here in May. Okay, all right.
But it would be on the Economic Development Committee, I believe, if you would come in. Because you'll be doing economic development too.
I think we should ask her to come in.
For
Sure.
Yeah.
In May or in April?
April, that's fine.
Well, she told me that she might be away vacation next week, that's why she couldn't be here April.
Not next week, 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
We're off next week, because we're the calendar calls.
Oh, all right.
We don't have a meeting
Well,
Monday.
next week then,
We double up on the 13th and that's the 15th.
well, that's where she won't be here because of that. So, it'll be May.
All right.
Hey.
I'm off next week. Where's April?
Excuse me?
I have it.
Who's on Thursday?
Yeah. Wednesday. Yeah, development, yeah. Get ready.
Mike, you're totally lost control.
We have no resolution.
Patty, whatever.
Another time Messi got us into.
Anything else, Patty, to come in here? Oh, we have a motion by our chairman, okay? All right, we're adjourned.
Okay, well, public safety at 6:16. John, would you like to start for us tonight, please?
Yes, sir.
Good evening, all.
First, I'll give you the March's numbers. EMS calls, 644, fire, 174, police, 1,789, unknown, 573, for a total of 3,180. Inbound calls for the 911 center was 3,225. Mutual aid was EMS 70, and fire mutual aid was 3. Hazmat, no calls. Tonight we have 6 resolutions before you. The first one authorizing, resolution number 4, authorizing contract with Valsoft Corporation, Hyperreach Technology for emergency mass notification service. Basically, we're asking for a change here. This would replace the current reverse 911 system. The new company here has better mapping. They have better features that are available compared to regroup that we have now. And there are some issues that we're having with them. So we highly suggest that we move forward to have them replaced.
Isn't that old, is it now?
Well,
Usually split
I
out
would
with
say maybe 3
3 or 4
3
years.
or 4 years.
And it's obsolete for our use already. It was not the best when we got it, what we could afford, and what they had said that they were gonna do in improving the app side of it, or the alerting from the field, never came to fruition.
Anybody else with questions on that? Move right into resolution number 5, authorizing the county of Greene to enter into a tower ground space lease agreement with Mid Hudson Fiber for radio communication. I know Dan's been working on this for quite some time. And as you know, the tower that is in Livingston, provides the necessary line of sight to Twilight Tower, and will integrate with our current radio system. And leasing the space there will be just like we have with Olympics and also the town for Durham Tower site. And obviously, the cost effect will be, instead of building a tower and buying property, certainly will save money.
Just for clarification, the alternative here was when we were going to place this, basically it's storage, storage farms, so we had at least an initial proposal to lease property, but with a rent stream, then we build a, I don't know, $750,000 tower. Where in this case, we lease the existing real estate on a tower, a whole lot different. But the key is the connectivity, the Twilight, which then goes up and down. That gives us that connectivity.
This doesn't wait with that tower.
Correct, we would not be, that tower was gonna be the county of Ulster.
For the thousand for us to repair.
Correct. That's not, I gotta give Dan kudos for that, we found this. Evaluation or two connected.
We do that another way, because Columbia use any of our towers, to not signal over there? No.
Weren't they thinking of something with the old?
So in New Baltimore, we have a microwave connection with Columbia. But there's no, land mobile RF. I believe Albany County is still utilizing a tower on 23 in Durham. They're gonna be decommissioning it if they haven't already. That's part of any county entities that have assets in our.
I'd also like to second that, good job, Dan. Don't talk about it.
I gotta admit, he did work on that for a long time. I know Sean, you went down to the town of Sauger, you see that all worked out.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to, resolution number 6, authorizing the purchase and installation of Aviat, microwave system for county communication tower. This went out to bid, and, Aviat, US, out of Texas, came in with the lowest bid of $252,940. And this system is a way for the current towers to send information wireless between the tower sites, works even if the fiber connection is lost. And it's best out in the rural areas where fiber is not an option, and certainly will serve as a reliable method for backhaul. Any questions? Resolution number 7, authorize the installation of microwave communication equipment by Newcomco. Newcomco, we have a contract with them for at least, 3 or 4 years now. Dan did go out to get prices for the installation of the microwave, and our contract, Newcomco came in cheaper, the cheapest, I should say, for $114,700. So that's, number 7. Next is, request for proposal for inspection, repair, and maintenance of the 2 communication tower sites. And probably the 2 sites that get beat up really bad during the winter time is, Town of Hunter Tower and also Town of Wyndham. If I'm not mistaken, I think we have some major goes on the roof, see on there.
Yeah, so Hunter Mountain Shelter in 2019, took a hit, ice broke off of the roof, cracked the roof, broke off the tower, came down, cracked the roof. We repaired it, ice bridge material over top, protected it, but that crack has come back. Additionally, there's degradation of the concrete along the edge of the roof. We have to go back up and do a significant repair. Currently, we just have tarp over that, also keeping the water out. And then on the Wyndham side, which basically is older than Hunter, the same setup, has not had any damage, but it does need regular maintenance. The roof needs to be pressure washed, resealed, walls need to be resealed. And basically.
And this will be paid with much of the interop grant funds as possible when that time comes for payment. Any further questions on that resolution? Next is authorize advertisement for bids for a clean agent suppression system and a fire rated door for the Carroll 911 call center server room, which is downstairs in the lower level. Since the building's been built, in there, at the present moment, there's water. If that opens up, will do damage to our radios. It's highly suggested that we move forward to, get the chemical agent that will not, harm the electrical equipment in there in case there was a fire inside that room. So, it was highly recommended. I know, this will also be paid with the next gen grant funds that Dan has received from the state. And that's the end of the resolutions. The only thing I really want to mention, which I'm a little excited to brought up, I think last month, training in this county, fire training, it's getting to a point that we're filling the classes up, and now we're having waiting lists. I was out there last night, 2 classrooms were jam full. Some of them are from out of county, and I have to say the state that's giving out the stipend for those classes is certainly working. And I sat with Pete Albury last Friday, and the class is going right into June, jam packed already. So it's the time that I've never seen in my years here. And as things are changing up in Albany, finally our young generation folks, and we have some seniors that are coming back taking these courses over as well. So it's all a positive thing.
I was just gonna say, would you say there's an increase in volunteers then?
Well, what I just did a few weeks ago, I sent a chat form to each fire chief asking how many firefighters you have, how many are interior, exterior. I broke it down into age groups. Are you doing physicals, fit testing? And I'm hoping that by the end of this month, I'll have all 27 companies will answer me up. If not, I'll have to give them a call, whatever, because I really like to know how many we actually really have.
And that's great, the classes are filled. That's a good thing. It's gonna end like a casino.
billboard going up 787, sometimes at 15 years of whatever the volunteer fire, the New York Volunteer Fire Association.
Oh, that's,
Big
recruitment,
recruitment.
New York, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gotta be at least 15 or 18, I don't know what the number is, but that's coming up, this month, yeah. So good. With that, James, you got anything? Yeah, just a brief. Thank you, everybody.
Thank John.
Good evening, everybody. After receiving the New York State updated amendment to the public health law the other day, I've been reviewing the request from New York State for information as it pertains to EMS services, within Greene County, and it's also along with the other 61 counties throughout New York as well. I have a meeting scheduled coming up with the emergency service director, this week. We're gonna go over, just a bunch of items. I'll just give you a quick little overview of the main topics. First off, we're gonna be working with the EMS agencies and the local EMS council, to ensure that they don't want any new changes or have any other requests of, editing our current coverage design throughout the county. We do the system status movement with ambulances, just like the medic trucks do. It seems to be keeping the overall response times down to an acceptable range for the moment. So we're gonna look at that, see if there needs to be any tweaks or improvements as far as that. I'll be working with the director and county admin to review a comprehensive county EMS plan, which will describe how our current system operates and what future needs may need to be addressed. These are requirements that are coming down from the state under their new changes, and they're gonna want these within 6 months, but it looks like we're a couple months into this, notification as it is, so we're gonna be hitting the ground running, with that. We're gonna have to discuss and prioritize what the future needs of EMS could be obtained in both the short and long-term ranges. See if there's any minor changes that could be accomplished, over the next 6 months to a year. And then also try to plan out future long-term goals as well.
Sure, is your meeting with the EMS council on this?
I'll be meeting with John this coming week. EMS council is in 2 weeks, I believe it is, on a Tuesday, and that's where there's basically administration from all the EMS services, to see if they're gonna want any changes as far as their, participation and utilization in that. We'll end up having to report our trending EMS call volume numbers and our response times. A lot of that should be pretty good to, obtain from the prior study that we had done outside consultant, along with any of the data that we can get out of our CAD system now that we have a lot of those filters built out. We'll assist with meetings. One of their suggestions is they want input from towns and village heads as well, along with the county. So once we get things moving, we'll get meetings set up on the local levels as well to start pulling in some of the local village and town officials to see if they have any input on any changes they may want to see to their specific EMS needs. So basically it's coming up with the comprehensive plans, moving forward with that, and hit the ground running with that.
Sean, do you get any information? I know like I said, the paramedic training or the EMT training, do you get the number of the people that are signing up for any of it?
I do not, I don't, do they apply through you, Sean, or is that HR? At your office?
Yeah, that was on the sheet I gave out Wednesday night, but we have one candidate actually in school who's been reimbursed for the first semester. We made arrangements with the school now, we paid roughly the school. Second person, and a signed contract. Second person has signed the contract, waiting for the next cycle to come through and the academic cycle.
Okay.
2 additional people, were sent contracts. They have not signed and sent back yet. Paramedics. Yeah, the EMTs, they are required to submit an annual report.
Okay.
I haven't got it yet.
All right.
Yeah, I know the EMT classes will usually start end of August, early September. So hopefully the request for enrollment will start coming in over the summer for that.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else?
Thanks, Sean.
We did our report with Pitch. The average response time was just under 10 minutes, I wanna say. And when I was at NISAC, in multiple meetings on EMS on this, and, most counties right now are sitting in the 12 to 13 minute range, so we're doing really well with what we've got going. We need to sustain it, obviously, we all know we've been working on that for last year right now. But I was encouraged by what we're doing and what we've been doing for the last year and a half, with what I heard from NISAC. Yeah.
All right, so for the numbers for March, we had 74 civil attempts, served 43 civil papers, issued 113 traffic tickets, investigated 14 traffic accidents, made 35 arrests and 4 DWI arrests. We handled 546 calls for service and made 538 traffic stops. On March 1st, 2026, the Sergeant Jail population was 35, and as of March 31st, it was 42. The higher for the month being 43. Corrections officers did 35 transports, traveling 1,215 miles, totaling 74 hours, moving 41 inmates, and we have 2 state-ready inmates in our custody. While reviewing our stats for last year, it was noted that overdose and overdose deaths have been decreasing. Good news. In 2024, there were 78 overdoses reported with 8 fatalities and 62 naloxone uses. In 2025, there were 67 reported overdoses with 4 fatalities and 49 naloxone uses. We're seeing a lot less heroin use, but cocaine and crack are on the rise, so we'll switch back. We are conducting a CRACE training, which stands for a Civilian Response to Active Shooter Events in Wyndham this month. And the response has been overwhelming for that, so we're gonna have to schedule some more to satisfy all the requests. We also attended a SAIL 250 meeting hosted by the U.S. Coast Guard for their events planned for this 4th of July celebration. There will be 24 Class A vessels, and those are 120 feet or more in New York City for the event. But the plan only includes 2 of them, the USS Minneapolis and the USS Cooperstown, traveling up the river past us on July 3rd. So the times are not set yet, but we will have them shortly, and maybe that could somehow get.
On the 3rd, right?
On the 3rd, which is the same night. We've been asked, which is a little surprising to me that we were asked to assist in New York City and Albany, but I'm only gonna offer a backup to Albany in the event we're needed, because it's a little much of an ask for us to live in New York City for 7 days, 24 hours a day, with 2 vessels. That's not reasonable, so. I have reviewed and received 2 map gathering permits applications for events scheduled to take place in Hunter this summer. They're each for multiple day events with up to 12,000 people expected to attend. I don't know if you know much more about this than I do.
I assume you're talking about the golf course.
Yeah. So this may require some additional manpower, and I would assume we're gonna have some meetings about that as it comes closer, because those events will be of the same magnitude that the previous large scale events were. And I guess they built and completed a amphitheater at the golf course. Not completed. Okay. No, it better be by the time. Anyway, all right, so that's coming. So in other words, this summer's gonna be a busy summer regardless with all the events and that. On a good note, we had another shave this past month with our senior call-in program. Correctional Officer Moriello had not heard from an 83-year-old man who has been part of our program since its beginning in 2020. Officer Moriello attempted to make contact with him, and after getting no response, the patrol was dispatched to his residence. They made entry and found him on the floor. This is in town, Durham, by the way. And he was suffering from a medical emergency. He was transported to the hospital and is now expected to make full recovery. So good news on that. As far as resolutions tonight, first 2 you have are related to funds we use for confidential investigations. We're being tasked with taking on many more of these types of cases, requiring us to have a dedicated account. that we can access, funds quickly. The other one is for travel to the state of Washington where our boat is being built. It will be built, it will be done, it's scheduled to be completed by April 26th. This month. So 3 of our deputies need to be, to go out there and inspect it and be trained on its operation prior to its, shipping. Hopefully we'll have that before in the service before the.
They're hauling that all the way across on a tractor trailer.
Yeah.
Was that Puget Sound out there? I don't know that much about it.
Might be
Never been there.
Sheriff, where are we gonna, house it?
either Columbia or Columbia.
Where are we gonna dock it?
Yeah.
So for the summer, we're hoping to put it right here at the county.
So do we have any specs on what we need for securing it to a Jersey barrier or, I mean, cause if we dock, our dock is, you know, if you're in a 16 footer, you're fine. Your boat is not a 16-foot fishing vessel. So I'm a little bit concerned about the strength of what our
It's a little
system.
bigger, yeah, we'll have to see what they do with that.
We have a boat in Kingston. It'll come back.
Give it 4 hours. Then we'll go out, come back this year.
Yeah,
I've been talking to Craig about it.
yeah, we had talked about upgrading that, and I don't know where that stands, but at least, you know. Okay. I know we.
But if we had some kind of a spec.
We have.
Foot pounds or something like that we could use.
Then the boat company, they might let your deputies know, they'll let you know exactly what you need.
We have specs for it, I just don't have it. But I don't think it was a problem.
I'm talking about the docking, not,
Yeah, right.
okay.
Right. Yeah, I don't think
Not the specs on the boat.
Specs on
what you need is.
what's needed to.
Yeah.
That company might be able to tell you that too.
Yeah, I know we have it.
Who are retirees there?
I believe it's Travis and Kudo, and then Danko was the actual full timer. Those 2 part timers, most of their duties are operating the boat, and they're only going out there so they could come back here and train our other operators. And we're gonna actually host.
That was my follow-up.
Yeah, we're actually gonna host a class, so to speak, for all of them here.
Okay.
With everybody. But hopefully all of our operators will be able to operate that. And what else? Oh, lastly, Albany County Sheriff Craig Apple has offered to come down here anytime with his EMS coordinator and speak to you about the success of his EMS division, which has been active for over 14 years under his command. So if you have any time you would like him to come, just let me know, say, make it just about any night. Tonight was too short notice, but
And that's a great idea.
if you want him to come down, it's not far and he's more than willing to come. Let me know when night you want him.
Sure, is that boat gonna come with a trailer?
Yes.
Okay. So is it gonna be towed or is the whole trailer and boat coming on a flatbed or something?
That was in the spec, I would have to look, but I believe it's big, flat,
Then it just can't,
for the cost, it should be less.
I would bet deputies can't go out there, rent a truck and
Break that.
haul it home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was part of the bid,
It was,
as was the trip,
yeah.
salary,
Training, all that.
it's all included.
Will Apple Center come down anytime?
Yeah, absolutely. So that, just. Tonight, it's not, it's too short.
So, our next meeting cycle is the 13th. Would we be able to maybe have a special public safety meeting? Let's say
Come in early again?
What's that?
We have to come in early again for.
No, we just have a special public safety meeting for the purposes of hearing from the sheriff. Just getting more
One
information.
night.
Monday the 13th.
That's an extremely good number.
What is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're doubling up.
Yeah.
Double up.
It's all open.
What about our regular meeting tonight? You just have them come in
Wednesday, 15th.
On the 15th.
Coming to six.
Tax day.
Well, we just had a workshop.
Being short instruction on it, and have mine done for the first time.
Just
All that overtime.
the other thing was, you said the decrease in overdoses. Is that on a national level or state level that you see that?
In OB mapping, it appears to be national. I don't know if it's
Sure,
supply
maybe.
drop or just the availability and of Narcan is everywhere. And as a matter of fact, we had 2 overdose deaths, this year. And either one of them were horrible.
Yeah, I just didn't know if a more secure southern border might lead
That
to.
certainly could be,
some of the drugs.
certainly appears to be a factor. And then, Narcan is everywhere. We give it out, everybody gives it out. All of these overdose deaths have had Narcan present in them. So either they don't leave it out or getting to it.
Sheriff, on the increase in DWIs, would that be considered alcohol based or would it be considered marijuana?
Well, it's hard to tell depending on what the results of the BAC is. Some of them are definitely combined toxicity, so
Okay.
if they blow over a 1.0, we're probably not gonna know whether other drugs are on board. If they blow very low and they're still very impaired, then we're going further with the drug recognition expert. So it could be, but there are definitely, we're seeing a lot of combinations.
And I'm seeing a lot of repeat offenders. When I go through, I'm like, oh my God, this guy was just in here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that I can.
I'm just curious if marijuana still learns
It's quite
legal.
possible. Because a lot of the cars were pulling over. And you can smell it when you're driving behind them.
Is there an actual test, physical test, not physical test, but a chemical test?
There is a pilot test out there now. I think the state police are using it. But it hasn't been scientifically documented yet for court.
Yeah.
So once that gets done, we'll be looking at it.
What kind of?
Saliva. Gotta be roadside otherwise.
Sheriff, I want to acknowledge your award ceremony that was just held last week. It was,
Oh,
it was very nice.
thank you. I appreciate those of you who attended. Thank you very much. Everybody appreciates that.
I think last year we got like a month's notice, I think this year we got like 2 days.
More than that.
No, not really, so we got it.
Maybe, I'm sorry, Pete, I might be wrong, it might be 3.
I'll check into
Yeah,
that.
no, Ron just said the full thing.
If that's the case, I thought it
Yeah.
should have been. We had a plan. for it.
Tracy is in merit.
Hey, where is she?
It was a very nice ceremony.
Thank you. Next month, I'm gonna send her.
There you go.
Do we want to set a date up for seeing Apple or?
I just said the
15th.
15th at time.
That's 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
I have to change the calendar now. Yeah, well,
First is,
that's Wednesday the 15th.
well, we've got 2 public hearings and, there's a public on that day as well. Is there a photo?
Yeah, very good. Great guy about work.
Oh.
Close.
We're happy to
6:15 and then we got public hearings at 6:20, 6:25, right? I mean, why couldn't he just present in the beginning of the meeting? I mean, how long is the presentation? We start at 6:30, regular meeting. Give the presentation, get information and move on. Well, no, we have public hearings.
At 6:20 and 6:20.
Right.
I mean, can people get in here by
We can't do.
5:30 or 5:45?
Probably 5:30.
Yeah.
If you want some time, you
Yeah.
can always
That's how much the presentation.
ask some
Q&A.
questions and,
Yeah,
right,
it's the Q&A.
I said it.
I can get it.
I can get off work, Matt, you go with that time or no?
We can do 5:30. I'm back to work that week.
James, thanks for having.
Always off next week, so I want to, I'm sure.
That's all we usually done by 3.
The Jim said 5:30.
Use up all your start at 6:30 in the morning.
Alright, who's in control of this meeting?
You guys are talking about my day.
We're tentatively gonna have it 5:30.
Yeah,
5:30.
5:30.
Thank you very much.
The other? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Sheriff, thank you.
Okay, moving to the proposed action items, number one, authorize out-of-state travel, Greene County Sheriff's Office.
Handle.
Martinez and Handle, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Number two. Excuse me, rescinding resolution number 272-25, establishing a cash account, Greene County Sheriff's investigating account.
Clark.
Handle.
Hobart, Handle, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Number three, checking account, Greene County Sheriff Investigators.
Hobart.
Hobart, I'm sorry, Davis,
No, Martinez.
Martinez. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Number four, authorizing contract with Valsoft Corporation, Inc., DBA Hyper Reach Technologies, and Emergency Mass Notification Service.
Handle.
Martinez.
Handle Martinez, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Number five, authorizing the county of Greene to enter into a tower and ground space lease agreement with Mid Hudson Fiber for radio communications.
Davis. Hobart.
Davis Hobart. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Number six, authorizing purchase of installation of an Avid microwave soft system for county communication towers.
Martinez.
Handle.
Martinez, Handle, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Number seven, authorizing the installation of microwave communication equipment by New York Communication Company. Rivera. And Davis, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Number eight, authorizing advertisement for request for professional for the inspection, repair, and maintenance of two communication tower sites.
Hobart. Rivera.
Hobart, Valera, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Number nine, authorizing an advertisement for the bid for cleaning agent suppression system and fire rate door for KRL 911 call center server room.
Martinez.
Handle.
Martinez and
And
Candles.
also, a quick question for John, do we already have a system in place? I mean, and this is replacing it? Or?
We do have, but it's
It's just water right now?
Yeah, water.
Oh, okay. Water and that equipment does not make sense.
Oh, there's a minute.
Good. Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Anything else to come before county, sir? Public safety.
Motion to adjourn.